Good night, 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 good night. Go on. Tonight, definitely, how you guys doing, man? It is Thursday night to be there over here. Welcome to the Real Talk Reasoning Show. It's your boy Firefield is in the building. Welcome to Firefield Clips. You know the code. You know how we do it over here. Definitely, you know what I mean? It is 9:25. We kick off from 9:15. You know it go already. So we got everybody that checking for the ones and threes. Shout out to all the members and all my friends and supporters though in the building. Tonight is a very interesting topic that we got for you guys. Yeah, a very interesting topic. As you guys see the thumbnail and the title, you know obviously what we're dealing with tonight. You understand? Yeah, man. You guys know what we're dealing with tonight. You understand? Okay. First and foremost, we will not be seeing me tonight. I'm unseeable. Yes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I'll be in the building. As you guys see the thumbnail of the title, 15-year-old find in rapper's car after 1 year. Imagine she parents looking for she for a whole year. And it's yesterday. Then find she. Now, there's a whole heap of thing because she's 15, he's 20. I think when they're together, boyfriend and girlfriend, don't know how come the parents have the teenage child, because obviously them say he and she went since they was 13 or something like that. But then she ended up going missing for 1 year. This year she gonna be 15 since the year she missing. So that simply mean like them being for 2 years. But we got some video for run that is gonna update us to go going on, and then you don't know we're gonna open the phone lines. Definitely tonight let we get for here we are saying, because you don't know over on this channel over here, so we're not gonna only bring in stuff from Guyana but from all around the world, you know what I mean? So big up to all of the Caribbean people, all who definitely in the US, Canada, don't matter where you are tonight. You know what it is. It's Real Talk Reasoning Show. That's why we call it the Real Talk. So obviously we keep it real. Yeah? Alright. Hope you guys having a fantastic evening, like I said, guys. So we're gonna jump into this video. You guys hear what's going on because you don't know how the thing go already. Condolence to the family members. You know, I know you guys must be going through so much at this said moment here, so I'm not gonna tell no lie. You know, I know you guys must be going through, cause she looked like such a sweetheart. But the question is it y'all fault? You know what I mean? Why did you guys had this girl dating this Bono? Because he's a rapper, he's a singer. Are you guys not financially stable? Make you do it because they got some parents when they're not financially stable, they intend to do this kind of thing with their young daughters, you know what I mean, for income, which is wrong. It's like prostituting your own daughter. So it's a lot of things behind this still that even the parents' fingers have to point over there. They got to get finger pointing. Is right? They got to get finger pointing. So, because them encourage this teenager, not even 16, not even 17 or 18, at the age of 13. That's crazy. No. Like I said, like up the live, guys. Like up the live. We got 10 person on the check-in. Let me jump into the video, and we're going to dissect as we go through. You understand? All right. So big up everybody in the building. Yeah, man.
Now, peeps, this news is absolutely crazy. Now, a body has been identified as a teenage girl after Los Angeles police found her deceased in front of a trunk of an impounded Tesla registered to singer David. Law enforcement sources.
This is the young man with it right here, so. You go by the name of David. I hear what the man just no call it.
Tesla, Los crazy. Now, a body has been identified as a teenage girl after Los Angeles police found her deceased in front of.
So it's in Los Angeles this window. Aside traversing all over and saying, no, I mean, we gotta bring it to Fire Feeling clips on the Real Talk Reasoning Show. So this is the young man that she had a relationship with, or we should say was her boyfriend. You understand? All right.
Of a trunk of an impounded Tesla.
So the Tesla now, she was found in this Tesla trunk in a Pong yard. You understand? So they searching for their daughter for a whole year, not knowing she the in a car until she starts smelling. This is when the people them smell a stench. And they say, well, this didn't smell good, but let me call the police.
Registered to singer David. Law enforcement sources indicated that on Tuesday. Now, the grim discovery was made on September the 8th after police responded to a tow yard near Mansfield Avenue and Romaine Street in Hollywood. Now, officers went to investigate a foul odor coming from the Tesla, which police sources say had been at the lot for 2 days after it was found abandoned at Bluebird Avenue and Doheny Drive. They're saying that decomposed body was found in the singer Davis impounded Tesla, identified now as a 15-year-old girl. Now, law enforcement said the girl, Celeste Rivas, was identified through forensics and that her death is being investigated as a homicide. Now, the Riverside Sheriff Office said in a Tuesday statement that it has confirmed that the Los Angeles Police Department that Celeste has been identified as a juvenile who was actually reported missing from Lake.
Shit.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Elsinore.
Missing person. Last seen the 4th, the 5th, 2024. That's right, man. 2024, the 5th month. The 5th month, the 4th day. That's right, man. Good night to everybody. Good night to everybody that definitely checking. I want to say good night to Allison. I want to say good night to Can. Sugar City family in the building. You don't know, sing, big up yourself. Greasy. What's going on? Almarie. Gotta say good night to everybody, man. You don't know it, go just like up the live, guys. For those persons who just touched down in the building wondering what's going on, although you might see the title, but still in no, we're going to just enlighten you. This is a 15-year-old girl that was found in a Tesla in a, I forget his way it's called, the yard that this guy a car when you know got too much a ticket and them pong in the pong or whatever they call it. You know what I mean? And find this girl after 1 year in a vehicle smelling stink. And now, you know, she's identified as this female here.
Now, man, the crazy thing is her mom actually came out and identified that, yes, that was her daughter. And guys, this is the kicker. She's been missing since she was only 13 years old. And she also been...
So if she missing since she was 13, how the hell they got 2024? If she's 15 now. You understand what's going on there?
There's a finger tattoo that matches the singer as well. Now, apparently, I guess...
Okay. So they say that this tattoo that you're seeing here, the same tattoo she got on her finger also. So there was intimate whereby they put on similar tattoos on the same hand, on the same finger. It looked like his right hand. Yo, he in some trouble. He in some trouble. Even if, because I can't believe this girl missing from since she was 13. There's not 1 year she be missing. Why they got 1 year? And how the family could got this man dating a 13-year-old? Some parents crazy. Some parents, something gaff around with some parents, but I don't care how much show me daughter look. She got weight, she torn. You see some of these parents, them, it's killing me out. Story not adding up. Yeah, the story ain't adding up with certain things. I think, and I keep saying it because I feel to myself this was a sacrifice. I know people might say, oh, guy, fire, man, yeah, 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 yeah. We fight not only against flesh and blood, but spiritual thing in high places. 13-year-old. Those are the age 11, 12, 13. I think up to 16 or something I should have read. You see, I don't want to keep certain weird thing wrong with this. What I mean, keep them 3 page where we did get from Double D Hotel where we was going through Adriana case. But I know it they're putting that to go. I always go and check it out. But wrong them age there, this what them is want. Cause I can't believe this Bano had a relationship with this girl at 13. But still, the matching up when she last, cause they keep saying a year, but then still saying she was they didn't find it, she saying she was 13 and she's 14 now. I mean 15 now. So what kind of freaking who is that?
The singer David, he actually went on tour shortly after abandoning the vehicle, I guess to try to distance himself away from that damn body. Guys, there's some photos that resurfaced online showing him next to the 15-year-old girl, and they look very much like her.
They sure is she. Look like she. Okay.
Couple, it says Celeste and David don't let me sleep, and you see there is a time
Okay, see the name there.
stamp of 3:51 a.m. Now guys, currently the internet is in shambles because they're noticing the significant age difference, man. Now mind you, the girl was 15, she's been missing since she was actually 13, so it definitely looks like there was a lot of grooming going on from this guy named David. Now apparently, man, he's lost a bunch of huge endorsements, sponsorships that he once had because people was already looking at it like, okay, something definitely ain't right with this dude, and
Something ain't right with it though. Definitely looking at the nigga is like, this dude weird. You know what I mean? The age difference come down again to the parents, bro. You know what I mean? And we as parents, we really need to talk to each children. We need to start checking with children phone. They got things going on that we don't know. Some parents is talking about, oh, I don't want to invade my daughter's privacy. You don't want to invade your child privacy where you got to spend your money on. Then when something happen, you're going to hear a different thing? Nah. Me either. I don't care how much me daughter vex. She going to vex till when she turn the age to go the house. If she decide to go the house. Because they still got certain things that you can't do on the roof. Even if you're an adult. So you're going to get your own house. But you got for wait, you're going to get for beer. Because these young teenagers, them don't got nothing always going on in their phone. Them has got all kind of conversation. Look, I see an interview the other day, the man talking about he jogging his daughter phone. See, she sending she little titties. And she BT to boys. She there in a group with 7 boys, 5 girls. When he take the phone from she, the mother gonna start to you invading the girl privacy. See, like, oh, this you there pon. I buy this phone for she. If I got to broke up this damn phone, I gotta broke it up. Because she not gonna do this. Number one, she grades down in school. Second thing, she always fighting. There's be a complaint from the teacher. This way is going on. The same thing with me daughter. He saw. She's just 11. She's gonna be 12 just now. I think a couple days away from being 12. And the same thing, they got the potential for learn. They got the potential for be something, but guess what's going on? Them following a set of people. They might got a friend, we got a boyfriend, and want to size up with a friend. Because why the friend in influence, and this why is raw with me daughter and tell she, be a leader, not a follower. Boyfriend always there, boyfriend ain't going no way. Boys always there. It's putting yourself in place in life. Because at the end of the day, you gotta be independent. I sit down and I tell this girl, and this girl, I don't know, like it is go through 1 year, next thing you know, 2 days, she mother up the road again with something, and she running from. When it's time for go out, when it's time for go game, she ready. But let's she tell she mother about certain subject or book which she got forget. She ain't telling she mother got to come out and say, why you don't tell me the teacher said this, or why you don't tell me the teacher said that. It's bare stupidness, bro. Parents got to get tough on these kids, by. Is what I telling y'all, by. I get some licks in me ass. And it make me twist up, me walking with a limp, nothing wrong to me. I there he is living strong and healthy. But them licks is just straight me. If I ain't got no limp or ain't nothing, I know I get straight with the licks so I get. And this is what we need to go back to.
Definitely set off a lot of red flags. Now, the vehicle was registered to singer David Anthony Burke, known as David, who has more than 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
You know? More than, you hear how much listeners here?
Now, the vehicle was registered to singer David Anthony Burke, known as David, who has more than 33
million listeners on Spotify. There's a blob body. He sacrificed she for blob. He sacrificed she for blob. In case when nobody say.
million monthly listeners on Spotify and is known for the songs Here With Me and Romantic Homicide. That's right, guys. We cannot make this up. Now, the 15-year-old girl was described as having wavy black hair, 5 feet 2 inches, and weighing only 71 pounds. Now, she was
a slim as. Let me show Lila know. She was big breed and she want a man. Look at she want a man. She didn't even meet no way for tech. So that's one of what's wrong with these little girls, boy. Before they focus on the school, work and trying to be somebody. Let me spring by, friend. Let them think for. Yo, let me tell you something, right? And it come back to this. A lot of we's want to grow with daughters as princess. Cause you know some man say, oh, I'm a princess. Then some man is turned to them son. Most men, when you hear they talk about the son, they don't say my king. You hear them say, he's a gallus. So you want to grow your son as a gallus and grow your daughter as a princess. Guess what's going to happen? It's like you still going to make a gallus meet you princess. This is how you planting the seed right now. You planting a king that a king could meet a prince, or a prince could meet a princess. You planting a seed of a princess and a gallus. What do gallus do? Gallus is there upon gallus are the bag of gal. This is what I say gallus. Where's a princess? Princess fall same thing under the same level with prince, king, queen. They mean you're special. They mean you're supposed to be treated special. Right? Good. So This is what I'm talking about. You can't want to grow your son as a gallus and your daughter as a princess because guess what? In life, is a gallus your daughter going to still reach up. You got for build she, for let she know is a prince, she got to get her a king because she's a queen. Don't run down these things. But like I said, it's only we could give our kids how much education or teachings we want, is how much they want to take. Because it is go through the years and come through your next years. And guess what? Them say, you got to feel. Who don't like hear? It's got to feel. It's just sad of them. It's got to feel.
Was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet,
Vibration can crystallize matter into forms like a spinal column, complete with movement like a
and metal stud earrings. And of course, like I mentioned before, she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said the word shh. Now, David, who first went viral on TikTok, released his debut album in April. The 20-year-old singer, known for his indie R&B alternative pop song, is currently on tour, and he is set to perform in LA this upcoming Saturday, the 20th. Now, guys, the most shocking, daunting thing about this whole entire case is that Celeste Riva's dismembered remains, y'all.
But this cruel how she go down by. Imagine it, I telling you, 1 year they looking for her. Look how she beautiful, eh? Telling you about. I hope these things could really open other young girls' eyes. No joke.
Was actually discovered in the trunk of the car after employees at the Hollywood lot reported a strong odor. So not only was she unalive, she was also dismembered. Now I know
So the powers them are chop shop. You understand? Not only unalive, she was dismantled or this whatever they say that.
the daunting thing about this whole entire case is that Celeste Riva's dismembered remains, y'all, was actually discovered in the trunk of the car after employees at the Hollywood lot reported a strong odor. So not only was she unalive, she was also dismembered. Now, I know initially there were reports out there saying that the vehicle was stolen. However, the car had a Texas license plate and is registered to David, and that vehicle was reportedly never reported stolen. Now, the mother, after she positively identified her daughter, is currently facing a lot of backlash for letting her minor daughter actually date an older gentleman.
This is what I'm saying. Got to take backlash. Fingers got to point at them. Got to point. This is what I'm saying. Was they broke? Financially? You know what I mean? What could have make them do that? Why they did that? Them men had no bigger daughter. 18, 19-year-old daughter for several alright. No David. Could try with this one. It could look like them is make nice girl children. But this can't be your only child daughter. You know what I mean? Sometimes she's the big one. This can't be your firstborn or your last born and you doing though. Can't be. People don't do them something there. It's be real skeptical. That's on the level. Then the age is a next thing. Who the hell put them 13-year-old daughter up for dating? With a banner that is not 13. You ain't even saying well boyfriend and girlfriend is the same age group. The two of them is 13. This banner is 5 years big. Did he lie? Didn't they check up to see if he's telling it all right? If he's speaking the truth about his age? Them ain't do nothing. They just rock back because this man is an artist. Something ain't right. Max, pony check in. Okay, now champ. Good night to you. Something is not right. You see, me brains is start working different. That is why I start thinking different. Although none of these things that I'm saying ain't supposed to you ain't still supposed to sell you that, not sell you that, you still ain't supposed to put you that up for them on no dating. I feel like it's a sacrifice. They know it's there's like an age and a thing by. They know what's going on. Because this girl was missing since she was 13. They start searching this girl a year after. Me know of people following this story, but it's a year after because they say 1 year, right? So them forgetting 2023 or because it can't be 2024 she was 13 and then this year she's 15. This guy can't make no sense. So it had to be in 2024 she was 13, 2023 she was 13, 2024 she was 14, then 2025 she turned 15. So this is why he's saying the two of them went for 2 years, then she missing, or it's either like they're saying she was missing since 13. So it's either the family put out a missing bulletin till after a year because it's only after 24 hours them in Sedato you could actually put out a missing, I wanted a missing bulletin for somebody that missing. But for no, you put it out till 2024. That's crazy. There's something ain't right with that. Follow me, people. I want y'all to follow me. Y'all know I don't lead. Y'all know we're dark or wrong.
Now, some people were kind of going back and forth on social media saying, oh, it's kind of normal. You know, sometimes people, they're within college age and sometimes they may date a high schooler. But I mean, come on, man. Like, this girl was 13.
That's bullshit. That's totally bullshit. That is bullshit. It's 13. We're talking about the age. We ain't got no time with college, nothing. And you determine the college age with a child on. Yo, F that. We are talking about age. Who the hell do that? You think when me the other time would buy and them thing is encouraging them thing with she can't come around me with them things. She know me thing already. You crazy? You better keep it to yourself or talk to your friends without we knowing about that. I don't even want to buy friend. I said, yo, school work is your boyfriend. The boys them ain't going nowhere. Cause all of y'all there in the same bracket trying to make yourself somebody. So don't focus on boyfriend right now.
Years old. She don't need to be dating no. They're within college age and sometimes they may date a high schooler. But I mean, come on, man. Like, this girl was 13 years old. She don't need to be dating no damn body at 13 years old.
Nobody. Not at 13. She need to be dating not a soul at 13. She needs to be dating she damn book. Some parents slack. I tell you, some parents dead slack by. I tell you, no joke.
That's absolutely crazy. I wish my 13-year-old daughter would ask me something like that. Man, I would lose my damn shit.
Lose your damn shit? She would lose shit. She would lose some shit. Can be upside down your freaking head. I tell you, when I done upside down your head, right? It's gonna take sense and put sense. It's gonna take the nonsense out and put the right thing in. This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. You gotta put your foot down with your children them. Skin your teeth and playing this thing and you wanna make your daughter feel this and I don't care. I would embarrass your ass in front of people. Don't get me mad. I couldn't try them thing with me parents. Couldn't. Don't do that.
Now, it's crazy, man. That dude definitely groomed this young lady. So a lot of people are speculating maybe she could have possibly been pregnant. You know, maybe he was trying to get rid of that whole responsibility. He didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
This fuck Next, sorry, this is F3. This is F3. He sacrificed that girl, that child. He sacrificed the baby. This we do. It's a sacrifice. Chop up on them kind of thing. Why would you chop shop? I know you want to get rid of shit, but why is it so important for you to chop up? You see, like I tell people, no, I could determine, I could analyze when a person shoot a person and them kind of thing. That's why I was saying, like, the shots will Lola get, it wasn't a hit. Because if it was a real hit, he want to do the body. He would have make sure, he would have go in front of the screen and make sure that he would have bust it up cruel. Because if he was to get paid, he can't get paid. That wasn't a hit. That was a warning. Shut your mouth. Or next time. So this what I could analyze them thing. When a man chop you up, it's a different scene. It's either cocaine scene, money scene gone bad, or sacrifice and the age. Yeah, you want to get rid of the body, but shit.
Maybe he tried to break things off with her and she was like, nah. You know how some women are like, nah, we're not going to terminate anything. So he probably did what he...
Although. Sometimes, but still we got to wait for here with the family say, cause I know we in here if the family say that, oh, all right, we was trying to break them up, or we found out about this relationship and we tried to stop them, and you know what I mean, so you could get an alibi whereby it finger point direct that is because of the relationship breaking up, he could have acted out to this kind of way. You understand? We still got to hear what the parents say, and the parents ain't really make no big talk like though them does talk, but how she's a sweetheart and how she's a this and how she's a that.
He thought was best for his career and maybe thought he was going to get away with it. It's kind of hard to say he did think he was going to get away with it because, I mean, come on, you left a body in your vehicle that was registered with your tags, your information, and all of that. What the hell did you think was going to happen? And you didn't report the car stolen? I mean, were you just looking to get caught? I'm really trying to figure out the thought process. And meanwhile, you're still around performing like everything is all good. So apparently, guys, he just recently canceled some of his shows that he had once the body was positively identified by the authorities and also by the mother, who's alleging that, yes, that in fact is her daughter. But again, man, the mom is facing backlash. I mean, the girl's been missing for a while, but all of a sudden now, you know, it's getting spotlight. I mean, granted, I know there's a lot of missing people that go missing every single day, and oftentimes they ain't found ever. You know, and they are found most of the time, unfortunately. These are the situations of which they're actually found in. But yeah, this is definitely crazy, man. Dude, young, 20 years old. Clearly, you know, he didn't have that mindset to make smart decisions, man. I mean, you rose to fame, 33 million Spotify listeners, and you just pretty much threw it away, you know, like crazy. Is there not enough grown women out there for you to deal with? Is there not enough women this your age? I'm pretty sure with the fame and the money he had, he probably could have had someone his age without an issue. Why would you want a baby? Why would you want a kid? And not only that, you know, just the mindset, the maturity level isn't there at all. They say most people don't typically mature until they're around 25, 26. So I get that. But at the same time, I mean, when I was 20 years old, I wasn't out thinking about doing no crazy ass shit like that. So I definitely want to get you guys' opinion on this, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. It got to be a sacrifice settings. It got to be sacrifice. Right? It got to be about. It got to be. Cause indeed, when I was 20, I didn't thinking about no stupid, nothing like that. I thinking about me first girlfriend, you know. Love, you know. Make nice love and them kind of thing, you know, butterfly and belly and yeah, you know. Sometimes I end up meet me mature mother Me first, you know what I mean? Yeah, them time there. All I thinking about is just soak him weak, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, finally got a proper relationship. I got my own girl. You know what I mean? 'Cause I grew up as a shy, but no, I'm freaking for talk to girl and all them thing. You know what I mean? Like I tell you, my story at the age of 18, what you going to do? But I never try off for no young girl. I never lure no girl into nothing. I never drug no female. I never do none of them things. You know what I mean? I never did none of those foolishness on a real life level, bro. And I give thanks. But phone lines are open, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Could take a few calls. I don't know. With the son, y'all up if y'all didn't feel like it's okay. But you don't know we could still hold a reasoning, you know? Yeah. It's a real talk reasoning show, so you don't know. Parents got to get a lot of a lot of beating the parents got get for putting the 13-year-old daughter up with this banner for boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, you know? On a real life level. That's why I keep saying, what was their situation? You know? Even in the situation, which we know is wrong, but still, they got wicked people out there, bro. They got wicked people out there that is do real wickedness. You know what I mean? I'm just sorry for see a next, you know what I mean? They got so much people. There's only stories that reach the internet, really, that persons could gravitate to and know what's going on. But just imagine at this same time, the amount of girl her age must be going through the similar thing because of wicked people out there. And don't we're gonna keep bringing information to you with this story. Don't be surprised if you hear the parents had something to do with this. You know what I mean? Don't be surprised. I swear. Because the mathsing up. She's 13. She was 13 when the two of them being together. Heaven knows if the two of them went when it was 12, but we said 13. How the hell she missing at 13? And now she's 15. But they're saying that she missing 1 year ago. This is what I'm trying to figure out. She was missing since she was 13, but then till a year after this, when you really put out a missing bulletin, you won't wait like 24 hours to start pasting up and posting out thing and let people know your daughter missing. It's till now, a whole, let's say a year. She was missing a whole year. But the year in matching up, because if you're missing 13, 14, now it's 15. So how the hell she missing 1 year? That's crazy. Why you pick she? Why you wanted she for be your girlfriend? What's so special about she? And especially knowing that she's the age. Do the maths. Something in adding up. This was a sacrifice situation. He sacrificed her that he could rise to fame. Because the saying is 1 year. But it's more than 1 year and within the time when she was missing, this is when he career blew up. With 30 something million listeners on Spotify and all them things. Sis, don't get tired up now. A lot of these artists that is in the industry, they want a boss and it's very hard. That's why they was telling about the Illuminati and all them kind of stupidness you was hearing about. Why I say stupidness? Because I don't like it, but it's real. They got a lot of artists, and we're not only talking about artists in America, but we're gonna highlight the American artists that do. They had a interview, I think I'm gonna bring it on this weekend show, whereby a man was speaking about the artists them that do sacrificial work to reach with them there. Enough man name get called. Jay-Z all there in it. Jay-Z all there in it. So they got a lot of artists, not only in America, but Jamaica. I can remember. Remember I used to do Jamaican vlog and we hear enough artists came out and talk about which artists work over upon them and make them forget them rich and famous after them. You know what I mean? Say something will happen. So I got a good feeling in me bone that this was a sacrifice. You don't do drugs. So well, she see you do something bad, make you have to chop shop and kill she. She rat on you, she inform on you because he's a gunman, drugs ban on you. So what is it? Cause the chop up scene there. Uh-uh. This is them man's chop up them banner was inform on apps and like you was lovers, bro. You guys was lovers, young. She little than you, yeah, but you young still. You can't say as a old man, a growing man, but still the age difference. Although we can't beat you in your head as much as we want, if you was 45 or 50 and there with she. I'm saying what's such a big you could be your you can't be your father, so we're not gonna beat you like if you could be your father and you do that. But still, we can beat you for the age, guy. You're still in right for being with such a young girl. She's still a child. She just left 12. She meet no way yet to see her future. She meet no way yet to see her life. Nothing. This will show you these band of them is there inside of these little girl inbox and telling them all kind of thing. I think the story in Guyana how it go, any man left till from Borbies for come till to Georgetown with a motorbike, helmet, everything. Pick up this young girl, carry she by he for a whole week. I think this girl was 11 or 12 or something like that. A whole week he make a mess of the people them child. Plus left she for watch a little child where he got. He then she in back because she went using she auntie TikTok. So it's on she auntie TikTok he tackle she. Like the aunties lend she phone and she's there on TikTok silently texting this man or getting text from this man. Heaven knows if this man know is not the auntie, is she. You gotta be skeptical with what these children them is they talking to, who these children them is talking to, what them is talking. I tell me wife jog with her phone and see some words and me wife like, where's this is? So okay, why you using notice that's words we use because they pretend when they wrong we. I could tell you this how it was and we all do that. But it's just enough of we that never go down the road. But all of we know that when you're there wrong, your parents is the straightest person. But when you're there wrong, your friends you lose. You talk all kind of thing. You say all kind of thing. You behave all kind of way as children. That's why you gotta keep the strain on them. You gotta keep the militancy on them and checking them all the time. You can't remember. They don't even know what them is they're doing. They don't even know the danger. Because a man could remember them and know nothing about the world then, experience to the world. So a man, them more easier for a man get into the head faster than a person that had experience. This is why they say experience is teacher. She ain't got no experience. See if a man come and say, baby, I love you, she didn't even know where it's done. She done thinking some other thing and feel like it's done. Our next story was with one of them, whereby he showing the girl money and all them kind of thing when he texting she, and then Tell you she send picture, send nude picture with your Bobby and all them kind of thing. What's wrong with these big man? What really wrong with these man? They ain't got no what young big get a big girl with experience. Or get your age. She's not even a full teenager. She now takes her right foot and put it over she 2 foot and cross the left the T and gone to teen. She fresh. She know the nothing. She know nothing but the world. She wrong sort of people man would carry she away quick and fast in a click on. No sweet spin she is up. Gone in Chicago. She know nothing was going on. She would believe anything. It is why I talk to me that and I tell she, you know what I mean? Your heart can't get broken in life. I can't stop though. It's a procedure to make it get stronger. It's a teaching. So don't think it's gonna be all wonderful and beautiful. Growing up, you might get your heart broken 2-3 times. Because maybe you don't know what's going on. You're now experiencing love. That's why you gotta know the code. Got to know the code. Big up everybody upon the ones and threes on the check-in. Like up the live guys. Remember it's the real talk reasoning show now. So I don't feel we there for no hey, don't matter, hey. It's reasoning we there upon tonight. We reasoning at you. Big up everybody we're checking for the ones and threes. I hope you're having fun.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it. Just
Hope everybody doing fine, everybody doing alright. This is your invitation. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live. I may say, I'm the live on the end, like I'm the live. Yeah, we got 15 people on the chicken. It's a nice look. It's a good look. Big up to all my real supporters. Y'all be supporting, bro. Shit. Y'all be supporting like straight up. And let me get this one. Let me get this story here, so.
Case involving popular recording artist David. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says a body found inside a Tesla registered in the
Hold on.
singer's name has now been identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl who had been missing for more than a year. Troubling new details in the case involving popular recording artist David. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says a body found inside a Tesla registered in the singer's name has now been identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl who had been missing for more than a year. Police made the grisly discovery last Monday, saying the Tesla had been abandoned in the Hollywood Hills.
It was banged up and kept moving from one place to other place within a couple of blocks from here.
Workers at this tow yard noticed an odor coming from the front trunk, which turned out to be decomposing remains. There's no official word yet as to how the teenager died. According to the medical examiner, Rivas had a tattoo on her index finger reading "shh." While that tattoo is not uncommon with several performers.
You see that? Now, this is something we gonna have to ask about. All this is gonna be in questioning with this whole case. With this whole case, you understand? All of this is gonna be questionable about the tattoo and all them thing. Secondly, why you never report that your car was missing? You understand? There's a next thing you're in trouble with. Why you never report this car was missing? You know what I mean? So they're gonna go. You think he there in hot water?
David has the same tattoo in the same location. The singer has amassed a substantial following with 33 million monthly Spotify listeners. He spoke about his rise to stardom last year with our Lindsay Davis.
25 million sponsor subscribers. They mean they're them paying every month. Just like how we got members, yeah, like the Spotify, yeah, there's like members paying every month 35 million. Imagine I got 35 million paying $2 a month. This is nice money I get in by. What? Don't worry, I gonna meet them level just now, man. It's all good. It's all good. Right now we trying to build this channel here, so you don't know. It's right? Share it to your friends and your family. Big up to all of my people who supporting me, praying for my thing rise up. Yeah, man, I love y'all.
Success has kind of been quite literally overnight, so it's kind of hard to kind of be in the moment sometimes, but I'm just taking it in slowly, appreciating it.
Overnight, his concert in Seattle was abruptly canceled. He still has not commented on the case, and he has not been charged with any crime.
A lot of people are going to be asking the very obvious question of why hasn't David been brought in at least for questioning? Law enforcement doesn't have the answers they want in order to be...
Now this is true, man. So you mean law enforcement ain't got the question they want. The questions is right there. Why you never reported this Tesla missing? Eh? Where's the reason make this Tesla there in the pong? Was it on ticket? Because normally it's either you got too much a ticket, or is either your car was in a spot where it's supposed to be too long, and that's why they throw it away. It's simple. Too much a ticket. I know about that shit because my shit before we leave Brooklyn was the same thing. Cause you know sometimes you come home late, you're looking for a parking, you ain't getting no parking, you find a parking, or when you park now, or you're so tired you don't even know is a no parking spot you park. Next you know you wake up now for looking for your car looking for you. The man come and tow away your vehicle right away. The man don't play. So what was the reason for your car being towed away? Why? We ain't hear you say nothing but this girl. Second thing, the parents them. How come y'all only put out this thing that she missing 2024 when she was missing 2023? The years is not adding up. Enough of these man never talking this news and even saying that the years ain't adding up like them and that's true. I swear.
be able to confront or question David. Very obvious question.
And he has not been charged with any crime.
A lot of people are going to be asking the very obvious question of why hasn't David been brought in at least for questioning? Law enforcement doesn't have the answers they want in order to be able to confront or question David, especially without an autopsy report as to the cause and manner of death.
And the medical examiner says they are still trying to determine the cause and also the timing of this teenager's death and whether this was potentially a murder. The sources also say that investigators want to find out if there was any sort of relationship between this teenage girl and David.
Troubling new details in the...
Something wrong with them. Something wrong with them. Me no hurt them. I'm really wrong. Anyway, you don't know the thing go. Is one gonna? One and go. One go. No, I don't. I don't need you. I don't love you. I don't want you anymore. Go through the door. Remember more. Yeah, man, you don't know. I was just trying to sing, you know. I don't know much. I was trying to sing, you know. Let's go.
A tragic twist in the case of a body found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David. Authorities have identified the victim as Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
She was 13 years old when she was reported missing last year in Lake Elsinore. KTLA's Kimberly Cheng live in Hollywood with more. Kim?
She was reported missing last year when she was tortured. Pierce scrub going on here, but me I'm sorry going on.
The LA County Medical Examiner's Office did confirm the identity of the decaying body that was found in this tow lot right behind me.
Was she 13? Is she 15 or 14, bro? Like, you niggas need to make up y'all need to make up your mind, bro. You guys are capping, bro. I'm gonna stand on 10 toes, bro. If she's 15, how the heck she's 13 and was missing 1 year ago when she was 13? I'll be fat. I'm poop.
The missing teen's family had been searching for her for more than a year. Her name was Celeste.
Our missing family was searching for her for more than a year. But there's now the people them saying them start out she was missing for 1 year. So I mean they put out the same thing I tell you, they put out the bulletin till a year after she was missing. They had to come up with something.
Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and she'd been missing for more than a year. The decomposed body found in the front trunk of a Tesla belonging to singer David now confirmed to be the young teenager.
We're just grieving.
A man who identified himself as her brother shared those words to describe the anguish their family has been going through since Hernandez disappeared from their Lake Elsinore home April 5th, 2024.
It's horrible. You know, she was really young. It's really sad. She was my neighbor. She was just, it's kind of surreal seeing, you know, someone grow up and then just right before your eyes, they're gone.
The Tesla was registered in Texas to David Anthony Burke, the singer's real name. It was impounded at Hollywood Tow after being discovered abandoned in the Hollywood Hills.
It's really upsetting. We noticed it was wrecked and really banged up and not moving anywhere and really dusty.
Investigators discovered the body September 8th after receiving reports of a foul odor. Police have not named a suspect and remain tight-lipped. According to TMZ, Hernandez's mother said Celeste had a boyfriend named David and said she had a distinctive tattoo.
So what do you mean? She had a boyfriend named David and they had a distinguished tattoo. So I know them and say if is this banner now the photograph is going wrong. This is beer craziness, boy. Me know if y'all ain't listening. Me know if you guys are not listening in the chat. But this is rubbish.
The police have not named a suspect and remain tight-lipped. According to TMZ, Hernandez's mother said Celeste had a boyfriend named David and said she had a distinctive tattoo.
The letters SHH, which apparently this guy, David, has a similar tattoo.
Retired LAPD Detective Moses Castillo expects the singer will be questioned thoroughly.
He's a registered owner of that vehicle. We need to know where he's been, look at his timeline, look at his cell phone records, look at his Southside location, and figure out where he's been all this entire time.
That's it. Now your phone gonna show you all them thing. Of course, when you get your phone and you get certain thing, yes. Because still, I'm saying to myself, inside man, I still saying to myself,
David, and said she had a distinctive tattoo.
The letters SHH, which apparently this guy, David, has a similar tattoo.
I remember all you ought to see a picture with them. And he had her name. So obviously he know this girl. But why is the family saying that she was with a guy named David? So you're trying to tell me that it's not this David. Let me put it in a case whereby it's not this David. Right? But still, how she meeting David car. Maxine said maybe the mother don't know how old she is. You mean how old he is? Or they are hiding something else that is more. Aye. You understand? That is more sinister. We don't know yet. This is what I'm trying to say is it is a lot of thing to this thing here, some Max. Gabby, you saying that though he didn't she know how old he is. Or is that a lie of his age to the parents? But still the parents ain't talking. You know, some parents will come out and say, well, you know what I mean, this man will tell me that though he was such an age and I didn't have a problem with him and my daughter talking because their age group. You know what I mean? And I love her to go. The hell you love your daughter to go. But, you know, obviously you look at this band, you could see this band is not no 13-year-old. And if he's 20 now, there's a very lengthy age. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Can't remember me there with you since 13. He's over 10 years big for she. Jeez. I went with big women, but when we went with I never been with a woman that is 10 years big for me. Me know the working. 5 years big for me, a little, you know, 6 years or something. I wouldn't mind. But 10 years? It's granny. They go party glammy. Them all did the glamour, glammies. Whatever else, you know it is. There's a long time span. There's not no normal time span. Something ain't right here, Max.
Retired LAPD Detective Moses Castillo expects the singer will be questioned thoroughly.
He's a registered owner of that vehicle. We need to know where he's been. Look at his timeline. Look at his cell phone records. Look at his Southside location, and figure out where he's been all this entire time, and just connect the dots.
David has been on tour and continued to perform as a homicide investigation.
This what happened. After this happened, he started going on tour. He distanced himself from the whole scene. But still, why is this girl body there inside of your vehicle? Why you never? Right? Let me put aside the mother and age. Let me put aside the mother and the age one side for now. But why you never put out a missing car bulletin if this car was missing and you know it was missing? What make this car reach your party there? Do you have evidence showing that it got towed away because you're the broke? Because obviously if you got 35 million listeners were paying every month, you ain't broke. You're not broke.
Unfolded. David was expected to perform a second show in Seattle tonight, but that show has since been canceled. He's also scheduled to perform at the Greek Theater this weekend. No word on whether or not that event will go on as planned. Reporting live in Hollywood, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Kimberly, thank you.
Is that? Yeah, man, big up everybody that definitely check in, man. Y'all don't know it go already. We in the building, everything mucho. Everything alright. Everything good.
Plastic discovered in the trunk of a singer's car. We're breaking down the latest and where the investigation stands now, as the singer's rep maintains that he's fully cooperating with the investigation. Thanks for joining us on Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Investigators say the remains were of a 15-year-old girl who was reported missing last year. But even with this new lead at this time, police are keeping tight-lipped if they have a suspect or a person of interest. Earlier this month, employees at a tow yard in Hollywood noticed a strong odor coming from one of the cars. The smell was so strong and foul, they had no choice but to call police. When officers arrived, that's when the startling discovery was made. A body was wrapped in plastic and dumped in the vehicle's trunk. When investigators dug into who that car belonged to, they learned it was registered to the singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. Officials say that the car was towed from the Hollywood Hills after someone reported it missing. Investigators believe that the body was put in the trunk about 5 days before it was towed to the impound lot. Now, initially, we didn't know much, including who was the victim. Did the victim have ties to the singer? Was the singer a person of interest or a suspect? We're still waiting to learn more, but now investigators reportedly identified who the victim is. We're learning this week that the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner ID'd the victim as a 15-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas. According to LAPD, the victim was 5'2", had wavy hair, and a tattoo on her right index finger that says shh. She was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, an earring, and a yellow metal chain bracelet. According to a report by TMZ, though, the singer David...
Wait, you hear the tattoo name? Shh. Just simply mean don't talk. So imagine the amount of young girls, they're messing around. Must he got a tattoo on. And then ban a face. Man, this girl boy got him nail paint up and anything full demonized demon. I know he sells she. Almarie Sato, something just not adding up with the story. I'm telling you, bro. Something in adding up with the story. The story complicated. I swear.
Also had that exact same tattoo on his right index finger. But that doesn't necessarily equal murder suspect. It might be an odd coincidence, especially with other celebs like Lindsay Lohan, Rihanna, and Lily Allen sporting the same tat. Here's what else we know about 15-year-old Celeste. Her mom told local reporters she had been missing for more than a year. Her mom said when she saw the news of the body found in David's Tesla, it was suspicious to her because her daughter's boyfriend's name was also David. Little is known at this time about the...
This investigation is so I make I lose me mind. Cause still me not understand what going on here, so. She be missing for more than a year. But still they saying that she was missing for a year. There's one red flag. Second red flag. Hear them turn just now say. The parents say she was with a boy named David. That next red flag. David like he gonna walk free. Because they say nothing up. What you mean she was with a boy named David and they had that? So you never see this man face? You let your daughter go out with somebody who you never see face? No, Almarie. But this is what I'm trying to say. They said that she was missing the 5th month of 2024, the 5th day. But then we still hearing that she was missing more longer than that. So why would you say she's missing a year, but still you're hearing these people them saying that she was missing, the parents saying she was missing for more than a year? But nobody is saying that to you. These people I'm talking stupidness. How long was she really missing? It can't be a year. It gotta be 2 years now. And she can, if she's 15 this year, so last year she had to be 14. The year before, that was 2023. She had to be 13. So if you keep saying she was missing 1 year, but then you're talking that she was missing more longer than that. This simply means she was missing 2 years, but y'all only put out a missing person bulletin 2024 is a year after. That's what I'm saying, that she was missing 1 year. But here is the thing now. Even if she was missing 1 year and her body get found today, the other day, that mean she wasn't dead, she wasn't unalive since 2023. She was not unalive then. These guys had she all the time. She must get killed. She get killed this year. So she was alive when she was 13 and she missing, going into she 14 and then into she 15. Yo, this story crazy. Why did they holding she so long? I don't know how she get to 15 is what I'm saying. Them say she's 15-year-old now. This year, 2025, she gonna be 15. Last year she was 14. The year before last year, this 2023, she was 13. They're saying she's missing for a year. But then you hear she's missing for more than a year. Max said, because she can't be missing at 13 and 2 years later, when her remains is found, she now 15. In what world they are living in? I don't play mostly but 4 video that you're hearing the same exact thing they saying, but still it's like they ain't hearing what they saying and dissecting it in a kind of way whereby they're saying is fuckery. Excuse my bad language. This is what you're trying to figure out. Why you ain't saying that this is fuckery? Maxine says, so then they know where she was for a whole year plus. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The freaking family know what's going on. They know what's going on, bro. Because the matching up and nobody is saying that to the matching up. Everybody just reporting the same thing. What the fuck? What the heck? What really going on? What really going on? This ain't make no sense. Let me continue.
About 15-year-old Celeste. Her mom told local reporters she had been missing for more than a year. Her mom said when she saw the news of the body found in David's Tesla, it was suspicious to her because her daughter's boyfriend's name was also David.
Yeah, when the mother found out, heard about the body in David Tesla, right away she said, what? Me daughter was with a banner named David. She now remember that she daughter was with somebody named David. Is that? She now remember though. So wait, no picture in show? What driver says that even if you see a picture, you would have thought out, yet nobody normally don't say that out. Oh, my daughter was with a dude named David. That mean question being asked like, the person name is David, do you know about him? My daughter was with a dude named David. What is contest though? Where is the excuse me? Where's the like? My daughter was with a dude named David. So you in see the picture for Sato? Okay, my daughter was with him. It listen is how you reason you would know what's going on. It would pinpoint if you come off and say it would look pinpoint wrong if you come off and say it's just like when Stefan Sato. Me know if you can remember when Stefan Sato and we can't even find your body or nothing. We know if she dead or she. Everybody was like, why you gonna say dead first? It's something like that. For the mother Sato, my daughter was with a guy named David. That simply means you haven't see the identification of this guy named David that they're speaking about. And I feel in every way that in a situation like this, any name getting called, I want to see the picture. Or if, like the mother said, my daughter was with a guy named David, that simply means that I saw this guy face already. So I am not gonna start out my daughter was with a guy named David. I'm gonna say my daughter was with David, with him, with he. Is a difference. Cause you saying that oh you daughter was with a guy named David make it sound like you don't really make it sound like you is not he. It was with a guy named. Now my daughter was with David, the artist, the singer, whoever. No, you said my daughter was with a guy named. They got enough people named David. Follow me. So they never know who David was. What should be Marie? Oh guy. This is I think I have to pick up this. I like it. You know, we look for justice. But still we pinpoint where we hearing stupidness. Yes, they make no sense.
Little is known at this time about the events leading up to Celeste going missing. According to a missing poster, she was last seen on April 5th of 2024 in Lake Elsinore, California. That was when she was 13 years old. She was
You see?
Now that I
So what's chopping is it? Y'all just hear that? Y'all hear that? Wait, we can go back just hold on, wait till it's ad done. Y'all hear chopping is there, boy? She was last missing when she was 13 years old. That was when they put out the bulletin 2024. How the fake she could be missing at hey, y'all don't get me vexed by. Listen this. Hold on. Listen this. Once again.
On April 5th of 2024. Boyfriend's name was also David. Little is known at this time about the events leading up to Celeste going missing. According to a missing poster, she was last seen on April 5th of 2024 in Lake Elsinore, California. She was last seen on April 5th.
Watch. Hold on there, Carlo. Hold on. Wait a minute, Carlo.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on there.
On.
Watch where it's showing here so on this thing here so. The age is 13, 2004, 2024. So how she's 13 at 2024, but she's 15 in 2025? Go ahead. Me not understand what's going on there. Go ahead with that.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be?
Yeah, it could be she wasn't 14 as yet, about to turn 14, but she was still 13 when she go missing.
But them saying she's 15. No.
Right. Last year, she could about to turn 14, but she wasn't 14 as yet when she go missing.
Yeah, but you understand. I done show
She turned 15.
I show 4 videos whereby they say that this girl was missing since she was 13. Right. Listen, she was 13, but she's 15 now.
Right. Here what happened? So now she birthday is August, right? She birthday was August. And she go missing in June. She's still 13. The August last year and she go missing in June. She's still 13. She turned 14 in August. August passed, now they find she 15. Aye, you hear me now?
This sticky girl, right?
Uh,
Oh shit.
right. So she could go missing at 13, but at that time she didn't she was about to turn 14. So they're gonna register from the day she was missing before she turned 14. Right. Like I just said to you, her birthday was August. Say like her birthday was August last year. And she disappeared June or July last year. She was still 30 when she disappeared. She turned 14 in August. She's still missing. Now August come and gone. She turned 15 now.
Oh.
Ah,
No, no, catch you there saying.
that's why
No,
they
catch
say
you there saying. She
about a
was done
year.
half of the 13 year into the 13 year.
Go right
Right.
and going into 14.
Okay. Right. Going. I mean, she was done in half of the 13, going into the 14 year. Yeah.
All
Ah.
right.
So this is what them man
that
start calculating from the part there.
wish
Say
she
that
was
if it's 4
missing.
years, August, you don't know September, October, the couple Monday into okay.
All right. I don't figure it out when I hear the thing, you know. I know how America stay. They're gonna go from the day she went missing.
Okay. Sight up.
All right. I out. And they
Respect.
listening, man.
Respect.
Enjoying the show.
Now to break down that sad car for real. When I really sit down here, so no one IT it on the level there. It makes sense. You understand? Car for truth if she let me say she's 14 in and it's August she go missing. For real, they can start calculating from then. So from the month, 12 month for a year, right? So boom. From August 2023 to August 2024, there's a year. Ah. So there's what I'm okay. But wait, now it's August 2025. No, for truth. Scone by this hothead, scone by this. So this is Mecca is doing like math sometime by. I think that maybe when they couldn't hear from her and the trail went cold, now they decide to report her missing. I got a feeling it's justice still though. Now the maths this sad though, a serious piece of maths, my dog. You got my meds in here so serious.
5th of 2024 in Lake Elsinore, California. That was when she was 13 years old. She was last seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, hat, and Hello Kitty sandals. Attorneys for the singer say that he continues to cooperate with the investigation. While authorities haven't publicly said that he is a suspect, that hasn't stopped some people from jumping to their own conclusions. Some eagle-eyed fans pointed to David's previous songs as some kind of clues or messages, like Romantic Homicide, for example. His lyrics include, "In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it."
See that? And see same thing I tell y'all, there's a sacrifice work. At the back of my mind, I kill you. Niggas, y'all, these niggas be singing demonic shit. These niggas be singing shit. Bro, this is how the shit goes, bro. I ain't gonna cap. That's why you see music is good and bad at the same time. I won't stop listening to music, but the type of music I be listening to, bro, is not none of them shit. I don't listen them these kind of music, bro. From since I hear you singing any music like that, hell no. Nigga, I'm gone. Bro, I'm out of there, bro. I swear to God. There's how things will start happening. People will start pinpointing your songs, listening your songs, and all these kind of thing. And artists still like them is put things that they do in the songs. I don't know why the hell them is do though. I don't have a clue why them is decide for does this for put what they do inside it must be something godly for letting get busted. Them already sold their soul to the devil. Yeah, I telling you, bro, enough people in order to boss, enough artists in order to boss this what they got to do. Not only pin.
His lyrics include, "In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you." Now, that song was released in 2022, 2 years before Celeste went missing and 3 years before her body was discovered. But again, it didn't stop some people from speculating. Then, in another report from TMZ released Wednesday, the singer professed his love to someone named Celeste in an unreleased song. According to the report, those unreleased tracks included the lyrics, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed." The other verse included the lyrics, "Oh Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress because..." Now, according to the report, that song was leaked in December of 2023, just months before Celeste was officially reported missing. And it's important to note, no official confirmation Celeste in the leaked song is the same Celeste found in the car. Companies like Crocs and Hollister pulled their marketing campaigns after Celeste's body was discovered too. In a joint statement, the brands wrote, "We are aware of this developing story. With respect to the current situation, we have removed campaign content featuring David while the investigation continues." According to a previous report by TMZ, it was police who told David that there was a body inside his Tesla because he had no idea what was going on. But it's still unclear how the car registered to him ended up in a tow lot if it wasn't.
And then I sit on here and I meds here right now. If he got enemy, who else could have known that to the car there? Sometimes them go and plant the body inside of there in order for set he up. Sometimes he get in set up. But still, this is what he's saying. Why you saying that? Oh, okay. How you carry me there? You carry there a whole year. How it me there? This is what we got for here from he. Like your car was towed or some freaking shit. God, this shit, me know about this shit. This shit hot. Max. Max, you're live.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, man.
I thought the thing says that she was reported missing last year, 2024. That's when she was 13. But I'm gonna figure it out. Next thing, these artists just coming up, they just have to prove themselves to the industry. So of course they do these ritual things that show that they're worthy for these big name company and you understand promoted to invest in them, endorse them. So they have to show that they are loyal to the cause. And that sounds like a sacrifice. Not even a sacrifice, a ritual. Like the ritual that they do, because we know that they do these kind of ritual things to get the fame and the exposure and, for places, people to, believe in them and do. So you see how fast now the companies start pulling because they don't want that kind of stuff against them.
Attached to them, you crazy.
Exactly. They don't. Of course, soon the stuff like that and you see they attach to them, they pull out. But that's the thing. That's what sell. You know what I mean? So it's sad what she had to face, but I don't understand. How could a child be missing since 2023? That mean y'all had to know, the parent had to know mother some things where she was, her whereabout. That they didn't do nothing until 2024 to report her missing.
That's crazy.
Because it's 1 year later, they said, right? Year plus. So the meaning know what was going on all the time. What they do, sell their child, off for the child. Doesn't make sense.
That's mad.
Doesn't make sense. So now probably when they decide that they ain't hearing nothing more, now they report it. It's 2 years later.
That's crazy.
They know something, there's something more,
Yeah,
there's a
man.
lot more to
A
this.
lot
A
more to this
lot
story
more
for
to
sure.
it that's gonna come out. This is just the beginning of what's to come. What we gonna hear.
We bringing it. We gonna bring it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Max. Opa. Yeah, the phone busy tonight. Big up yourself. Yeah, dog.
You feeling?
Yeah, my brother. Go through. You good.
Here again. Say like, all right, your birthday is June, right? Hear me, right?
Maxine, I want you to listen. Yes, man, I'm
Your
breaking it
birthday is
down.
June, right? Now, if you go to a place to the hospital in April, 1 year, and you say, all right, June coming, you're gonna be 40. You go to the hospital April, that's 2 months before your birthday. What year, how old you gonna tell them? The year that coming up on your birthday or the year before that you're hitting now? And give them the year you're hitting now.
Yeah,
So you're gonna be 40 in June, you're gonna tell them you're 39.
great talk.
All right, so you see how simple the math is? So she was missing while she was 13. Her body was wrong that same year. She went missing, but her
It
body
was just a
wasn't
few,
come up
right? It
yet.
was just a few months for she reach 14. This is the thing.
Right.
Right. Not like she get
So
missing direct on she 13th birthday. She get
no,
missing within going into she 14. I get what you say, my
right.
brother. I get what you
So
say.
that's what they calculate. She was missing when she was 13.
I know.
But now the day passed in her 15 birthday. So eh, over a year she
Right.
gone.
I get it.
But
Max, I hope you get
right.
it there. Because I get it
So
good. I get it
yeah.
good with the guy in hand, you know.
All right, I call for the user because here what my son and daughter is 6 months apart. And I had this argument thing guy, when I went, They say, oh no, them a year apart. I say my son born December 4, 1992. My daughter born 6 months later, which is in 93. But that's in June, July. Yes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. But people not gonna say, no, them a year apart. No, they're 6 months. Cause when he turned one, she the next in 6 months time, she turned one.
Real thing. Them going in full 12 months, for real.
All right, so you got it now.
I got it. I got it. Max, I
Okay.
hope you get it too. Yeah, man. I'm glad. Big up yourself, my brother. Yeah, we get it with the ages we're going on. With them really start counting from. Yeah. So it matches up now. It matches up to me. We were going on.
Even reported missing. Again, the singer's rep says that he has been cooperating, but we learned today he's pausing his current world tour. According to TMZ, he was supposed to hit the stage in Seattle for a concert, but sources tell the outlet that concert was canceled and the rest of his tour is on pause. Following the latest in the investigation, ABC 7 Eyewitness News reports a house close to where the Tesla was abandoned was searched. Dozens of investigators were reportedly seen taking a computer and other items from a home in Hollywood. Some homeowners told the news outlet they remembered seeing that Tesla for a while, either parked at the house where police conducted their search or at other spots on the same street. But as of this recording, he isn't named as a suspect, and no criminal charges have been filed against him. So
What the hell did I hear there? Nah, I gotta go back there.
if it wasn't even reported missing. Again, the singer's ended up in a tow lot if it wasn't even reported. Still unclear how the car registered to him ended up in a tow lot if it wasn't even reported missing.
You know, this the part they keep talking about. You never report this car missing. What really going on? So the man is jack you up. The man known, the man's come with a wheel. When the man raise you up and put you on the wheel there, it's movements. You know, it's America. But this is why he's saying, how you report this vehicle missing? You got something to do with this.
Again, the singer's rep says that he has been cooperating, but we learned today he's pausing his current world tour. According to TMZ, he was supposed to hit the stage in Seattle for a concert, but sources tell the outlet that concert was canceled and the rest of his tour is on pause. Following the latest in the investigation, ABC 7 Eyewitness News reports a house close to where the Tesla was abandoned was searched. Dozens of investigators were reportedly seen taking a computer and other items from a home in Hollywood. Some homeowners told the news outlet they remembered seeing that Tesla for a while, either parked at the house where police conducted their search or at other spots on the same street.
So the Tesla used to depend on badness. You man got the bad boyfriend and would bar the Tesla and go upon badness. Upon robbery and them thing. You know what I mean? So you must don't say, yo, me ain't got no time with those scrap. I left those country there. They come and throw that way, because me ain't got no, me want nothing to do with that. That's what I was saying. Even if it's a setup, he wasn't posting nothing like, I miss my baby. What about he? During the whole hunting for she, for the whole year. No, people must gotta see something.
But as of this recording, he isn't named as a suspect, and no criminal charges have been filed against him. So the mystery and investigation continues. I'm joined now by retired FBI agent Colin Schmidt. Colin, thank you so much for joining me. What's your reaction to this latest development as the medical examiner says that the body found in the trunk was a 15-year-old girl?
Well, it looks like it's a terrible, terrible tragedy for that 15-year-old girl's family. Is obviously the victim. And then the fact that she was found in a trunk, it indicates that there's some level of foul play with this, and it's only going to get more interesting and probably more tragic as the story comes out.
Yeah.
And I think probably, the biggest part of this story is that the car that the victim was found in was registered to a very popular singer. And we know that the singer is cooperating with the investigation, and officials haven't named him as a suspect or a person of interest. But in your opinion, with the information that we know now, do you think that he has anything to do with it?
Well, the problem is for whoever did this, a Tesla is nothing more than a rolling supercomputer. Mm-hmm. So it's going to have all kinds of information in there when they get and when the engineers get in and get all the data.
Yeah, I tell you, real talk. They're playing their head with Tesla. Don't do crime with Tesla.
So I'm confident they're going to know exactly what happened in a very short period of time. And then the fact that there's such a close connection between the decedent and this rapper, it's only going to get more interesting, like I said, as far as what really happened.
And it's interesting, too, kind of the circumstances as we're learning more, because the victim's mom even told police that she got suspicious it was her daughter because her daughter also had a boyfriend named David. Do you think that that's just a terrible coincidence? And also, we're learning that they both had this tattoo on their index finger with the letters "sh" written on it, kind of similar to a lot of other celebrities, especially kind of in the millennial era, who also had that same tattoo. But do you think this is all just a terrible coincidence?
Well, unfortunately, in violent crime, there's no such thing as a coincidence. It's a coincidence is actual circumstantial evidence. Mm. So all these data points are starting to point towards this rapper. We don't know what his role was, and if indeed he did have anything to do with it, but it does appear that there's some sort of.
Trading options can be a great way to generate income, but most traders out there are relying on lagging.
Some sort of culpability that this rapper is going to have with this girl's death.
And where does the investigation or investigators really go from here? You know, they know the identity of the victim. The cause of death right now is listed as deferred, but what happens next?
Well, the most important piece of evidence is the body. The body tells the entire story. So, as I understand it from social media, that the medical examiner has not finished their investigation, and then the next step of that would be obviously the toxicology reports, which take a couple of days to a couple of weeks to get back, and then that's going to point the investigators in the direction of where to take their next steps, as well as the search of the interior of the compartment that she was found in and the passenger compartment, because if there was any blood or any signs of foul play or violence, then that obviously points into a direction that they need to go.
And what's going to be more important to the investigation, finding out what happened inside that car, if anything happened inside that car, or the forensic evidence in the car, or is it going to be finding where the scene of the crime actually took place and kind of working backwards really from there?
Well, working backwards is from the body, and the body will start is basically points all the directional arrows, so to speak, on where to go, and then from there, obviously, they go and do a forensic analysis of that car, and then, like I said, the most important piece of that car is that onboard computer, which has so much information that even Tesla owners don't know what the extent of the information that car has on it, and I'm fairly confident that the owner of the car wasn't sophisticated enough to know how to wipe or to get rid of that information that's on that car.
Does it change anything? You know, we know the Tesla car is kind of like a smart car. And even though I'm not as technologically savvy as you are, Colin, I'm interested in knowing, does it change anything in terms of the investigation because the car was towed over into that impound lot? Does that change anything in terms of the data that might be on that car or anything like that?
No, I mean, when the car is on, it's gathering thousands and thousands of data points. Now, it was off, basically, we can presume that it was on up until the time it was towed. So they know where it was when it was towed to that. So the tow part isn't really mean anything other than chain of custody. So from the time that it was sitting there or towed back 24, 48, or even 2 weeks, they're going to be able to know exactly where that car was, whether it was an accident. There's even cameras, interior and exterior, that are taking footage. So they're going to end up likely knowing who was in the car prior to it being disposed of.
And say, you know, because we know that this is also, again, a very big story because it kind of surrounds the singer David because the car was registered to him. But say investigators learned, you know, he has been cooperating with the investigation. Again, he hasn't been named as a suspect or anything like that. But say investigators learned that he was out on tour, or he was at an event or something. He has an alibi for the time frame that they believe the murder took place. What happens next in terms of how they find possibly who might else be involved in this?
Well, they're also going to find her phone. Possibly, they didn't say whether the phone was on her or not. And then the phone obviously is, especially for a 15-year-old, her whole life is in that phone. So they're going to be able to establish her circle of friends and start interviewing all of those people, as well as interviewing all the people around this rapper to see this music artist, to see if they know anything and they know what exactly happened. I mean, the bottom line is you don't crawl into a car and close the hood. You know, somebody had to have put her in that car, whether she was alive or dead when it happened. That will be something that the investigators will definitely find out. And I believe it happened in the LAPD territory. Correct. And they're considered the best homicide investigators in the world. So I have absolute certainty that they're going to determine who did this or what happened.
And even that whole other aspect, because again, we're just learning this information pretty much today, is that she was reported missing about a year ago. How important is that time frame of when she was missing and how long of a period that was? How will that kind of play into her death investigation?
Well, I think that's important that the family lost track of her a year ago, but it still comes right back to that car and what was going on in the car prior to the tow truck picking it up, and then being able to establish the timeline. So in any investigation or violent crime investigation, the timeline is the most important. So they're going to have a timeline starting from when the car was found or when it was reported, and they'll go back 24, 48, or even 2 weeks, and they'll be able to identify every place that car was and likely where she was. And that'll be, with that, they'll be able to fill in the blanks and then identify who was involved in her death. Now, she may have not been killed. She may have died of a drug overdose and somebody put her in the car. Either way, somebody's responsible for her being in that vehicle.
Yeah, and I'm sure investigators and even her family are trying to find out what happened to her, if they can gather any type of details to figure out what all had happened. Colin, I want to thank you so much for your time and your insight into this case. I did have one final question for you. In terms of investigating a case like this where you have very little to go off of, how different is it to investigate a case like this now in 2025 where you have surveillance cameras, you have smart cars that gather all this technology and information as opposed to maybe like 20 years ago where we didn't have all this technology readily available like we do now?
Well, I think it kind of on its face, it appears cognitively that it should be easier, but in fact, it's actually harder because the investigators are just overloaded with data and information. And at some point, AI will probably be taking a role in these kind of investigations to sift through the mountains of data that these investigators receive from their court orders to Tesla or to the iPhone or wherever, to kind of be able to filter out all the noise and be able to get to the point. 20 years ago, it was a matter of just going and interviewing people and getting their story. Now it's a whole different story with all these data points that investigators have to sift through.
And so with that being said, do you see that there might be a possibly end in sight in terms of the investigation anytime soon, or do you think that this might be a very long investigation?
Well, based upon it was in a Tesla, I would speculate that it's not going to be long. If it was in like a Mustang from the 60s that has no onboard computing ability, it would be kind of a different story. But like I said, that Tesla has so much data in it and there's so many tools out there that will aid the investigators on getting through that data. I expect that they likely will quickly know exactly what happened to that girl.
I'm sure, and I hope that they find out soon what happened to her, because it's just devastating overall, just how horrible this case truly is. Again, Colin Schmidt, thank you so much for your time and insight into this case. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Beautiful piece of something, you know? Yeah, man, big up everybody that definitely check in, man. Like I said, you know, it was a pleasure being here with you guys. This is probably going to pull the curtains long as 11 o'clock. I'm off to bed. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be live on Let's Start the Things TV, and we're going to bring up this same story over there tomorrow. So you don't know, we're going to continue over there on a larger scale, a wider, bigger audience. But at the end of the day, shout out to Al Marie, shout out to Maxine for calling in. You know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that definitely drop in your comments. You know, remember, every Tuesday night and every Thursday night we're going to be right here, definitely vibing with you on Fire Feeling Clips. It's all about the Real Talk Reasoning Show. So peace and love to everybody. Stay safe. We out.